Good day, I'm Michael Fox. I'm the instructor of Bay Area documentary filmmakers, which I've been teaching for several years at Berkeley. This is an in-person class in which we show a new or very recent film by a local filmmaker, take a short break, and then are joined by the filmmakers in conversation. So the films generally are a TV hour. We're not showing feature-length films, we're showing shorter films to allow for ample conversation with the filmmakers. And I encourage you to think of the discussions as sort of case studies, 6 case studies, in which we're going to talk about the kind of things that either are not often covered in film festival Q&As, which is essentially the main opportunity that one would have to hear directly from filmmakers, but to talk more about the filmmaking, their choices, their constraints, their challenges, as opposed to a discussion about the subject matter of their films. And I want you to know, if you've not taken this class at any point in the past, the filmmakers are thrilled to talk about their choices, their artistic process and creative process, and not talk about solely the content of the film and the issue at stake. Now, I seek out films that are at the beginning of their, well, let's say festival lives, TV lives, the whole kit and caboodle. I don't want them to come to class and meet us having already done a number of Q&As and hearing every question and having said every answer numerous times. The idea is for this to be fresh, for them to be talking, one of the first times they'll be talking publicly about their films. If for some reason you are not aware, the Bay Area is home to an enormous contingent of documentary filmmakers. Outside of New York and LA, there's no place else in the country that is home to more nonfiction filmmakers than the San Francisco Bay Area, which is what allows us to do this class year after year after year with a different group of films and a different crop of filmmakers. Just to give you a little more detail about the shape of the class, after the break, I take the stage with the filmmaker, I do a little interview with them, and then I turn it over to you for your questions. And at the break, prior to all of this, the filmmakers are there, and you're certainly invited to go up and talk to them at that time or after the class altogether. If you want to focus on the subject matter and the issue of the film, they'll be happy to talk about it outside of the, shall we say, formal class time. So with that, I warmly invite you to come back in person to the Freight for the Bay Area Documentary Filmmakers class, the 2023 edition. And by the time you read this, by the time you see this, or shortly thereafter, we will be able to post some of the titles and some of the filmmakers. So with that, I look forward to seeing you at Bay Area Documentary Filmmakers.